TVHams.com is the official website of the Gentleman Grochowski Show. You can also go to YouTube and Facebook. Find out everything you need to know about the Gentleman Grochowski Show and everything about us. We have a guest today, a special guest. He's a writer, a director, a producer of short films, and he does a lot more things you'd be surprised. Aaron Hawkins, welcome to the broadcast, Aaron. How are you, my friend?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Last time I saw you, you was like on cloud nine, jumping around, bouncing off walls. You seem a little laid back today.
Yeah. I'm a little laid back today. Just getting over a little bit of bug going around.
So I like that. You're a lot more manageable with NyQuil in your system than you normally are. Last time, honestly, he was bouncing off the wall. We had him on the radio show. He's bouncing off the walls, finding strange little creatures in the corners, and playing with them. You pulled one of them apart, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I was going to eat it, too.
Yeah, we said, no, you don't. No, that was extra. Yeah. The landlord might have complained if we ate his bugs.
Really?
Yeah, usually they do. They get all kind of crazy about that.
I was going to eat it, but I mean, I didn't want to, cause any problem with your landlord.
No. Sometimes he complains when he mess with his bugs. I don't know why he does that sometimes, but he complains, when you do that. But anyway, so you are a director, a writer. You work on short films. You're an actor. I mean, everything you're doing it's on your resume. I saw it. It says definitely on his resume. But can you tell me how you got involved with filmmaking? Let's start with the very basic question. We'll get all in particular later.
Okay, the very basic. Well, I started in the arts industry back when I was in junior high.
Selling paint and stuff?
Selling, not necessarily selling paint, but, drawing up cartoons and stuff like that, which led me into designing houses in high school and then in college, did graphic design.
Now, designing cartoons, you were a cartoonist?
Yeah, I dabbled in a little bit, and I just wanted more, so decided to go into acting and take classes at Black Box Acting in Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. Now tell me, what do you like about being on a film set?
Everything. I'm like a sponge. I'll walk onto a set and I'll observe and listen and see what's going on around me and utilize all of what I've learned on set with my own productions as well, like the cues that people use, even as far as using gaffer's tape to mark people where the actors are supposed to be, and stuff like that. So
you definitely all the tiny little things,
Totally, yes. I mean, I love being in front of the camera just as much as I love being behind the camera. So I really can't pick one specific spot I really love.
Right.
I love it all.
Okay.
I want more.
Now, as a filmmaker, you put a lot of time into getting the shot right. One shot, sometimes it'll take you an hours to get one shot, and it's maybe less than a minute on a film set, correct?
Yes.
Tell us how important that one shot is.
That one shot is critical. It's really important to get that one shot done properly, and no matter how many hours it takes. Like I've been on a couple independent film sets to where I was in front of the camera, and we were still filming till the sun went down, just getting that one shot right.
In less than 30 seconds, maybe, in a minute? Just really short time, right?
Exactly, yeah. I had 5 lines, and that was it. It took us, I would say, a good portion of 6 hours to film one set.
And did you ever have it where you finally had to leave, and you just had the back of your mind, I want that shot. Did you ever leave without the shot you wanted?
Yes, and you think, well, dang, what shoulda, woulda, coulda, but then you're like, once you commit to getting that shot done, and once you leave that set, I mean, the moment's over at that point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to work with what you have, and I mean, you can do a lot in post too. So.
Right. How important is the right crew for a shot, for a shoot?
The right crew.
The right crew.
It's very, very important to have. Number one, to have your camera crew arrive on time, your cast arrive on time, hair and makeup ready if you don't have the resources to have hair and makeup on set with you, and that sort of thing. It's very, very important. I mean, I would fire someone if they weren't on time.
Yeah.
Because that's just my background.
Right. You like punctuality.
I try to be early.
Yeah.
If I'm not early, you're not on time at that point. So,
right. It's always good to be early. I've always found it, because, if you're early, there's a lot of benefits of being early. If there's food, you get the first crack at it.
Exactly.
You get the best parking spot.
Yes, exactly.
Right? And anything that might be just laying around, you got a first shot at it. You get the best seats. Anything, because, you can mark your territory, just like that, just by being early.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
So just like little things like that.
Yeah.
And get the shade spot, too, I also find, too, right?
Huh?
If it's on a location shoot, you get the shade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, especially in Chicago. Yes.
Yeah. Now, do you prefer a soundstage or on location shooting?
I like both. I mean, in in the winters when it's really really cold, I'd rather be on set versus on location.
All these lights.
Yes,
keep you
all the
warm,
lights keeping you
toasty.
warm and toasty. But then, I mean, you could be filming on location at inside of a building, and that's perfectly fine too. So, I mean, it's really subjective, really,
Right.
in my opinion. But I mean, some people like the cold weather and would crave being filmed 12 hours a day out in the cold.
Right.
Not me.
Now, especially you've got more control of the elements if it's in a soundstage too.
Exactly. Yes.
What are some of the challenges of a remote shoot?
Weather is the biggest challenge.
Okay.
That is the biggest challenge, and then, I mean, that's probably the biggest one that I find is one of the biggest challenges, the weather.
The weather.
Weather, and also, I mean, getting people to the set on time. That goes no matter where you're at, whether it's, going to a set or going to on location or whatever. But yeah, definitely the weather is it plays a big role into, and also wind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, how do you manipulate the weather?
I wish I could.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
I mean, how do you do that? How do you can't control it, but you could just kind of maintain it and make it work for you. Have you ever had a location shot that it rained and you didn't want rain? Or what if it happens when you want rain, it doesn't rain? How do you handle that? As a director, as a producer, as a, whatever you would do as behind the scenes, obviously.
Well, if it didn't rain, then I don't know how I'd handle it. If it rained, that'd be great. I'd give people like umbrellas or whatever the case may be.
Like ponchos.
Ponchos.
Yeah, everyone loves a poncho.
Yeah, I'd be more inclined to give them an umbrella because that way it's a little bit more camera friendly.
An umbrella.
I think so. Yeah.
But a poncho, they got the hands free. An umbrella, they could be like this all day, and then they're half the, they're not working.
Yeah,
they're not working with you. They're fighting you all the time.
Yeah, that's
because they always want to adjust the.
Yeah.
Ever have a certain females? They got to have their umbrella. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they'll fight you for it. They're not going to share their umbrella.
Yep, and the umbrella is only big enough for like a half a person.
Yeah, a poncho.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Solves everybody's problem.
Yeah, you make a good point.
And then you can put your little logo on it. That's free advertising.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You could have, Aaron's poncho. I stole Aaron's poncho.
I stole it from Aaron's set. Yeah.
There you go. And what's the best way to work audio on a set? Especially, I'm referring to more of a location shot. You got wind. You got people in the background. You got people talking. You got a dog. Ever want to just go over there and like muzzle a dog or put it in a better home?
I've
I don't want to say damage the dog, but just kind of put it somewhere special. At least for the hour or two you're there.
I don't know about put it somewhere special. I'd probably feed
That's
it.
a nice way of putting it.
Maybe feed it peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Yeah, that way they're not yakking.
What does the peanut butter do?
Yeah, it stops them from talking.
They talk to you?
Well, they start, they
What
bark.
do these dogs say to you?
They say, Aaron, you need to hurry up with this filming,
Really? You got a little special, you could hear what they're saying, huh?
I wish.
Yeah?
Sometimes I wish.
Could you imagine what dogs would be saying? If you could hear them?
I can only imagine.
It'd be something dirty, I would think, right?
Yeah, and probably a lot of, profanities. So yeah.
Because a lot of times you go to a dog, the first thing they want to do is put their nose right in your private area, right?
They just want to get to know you, though.
Yeah, that's one way of finding out all about you.
I'm not going to run around trying to do that, though.
Find out where you've been, I guess. But I always wonder, like, what's that dog sniffing? Why do they want to put the,
Yeah.
If I was a dog, I would probably do that too. That'd be kind of fun.
Oh, God,
especially the hotter the girl.
Oh yeah,
the quicker you. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'd be jumping her over, right? Pushing her over, right?
Oh yeah, I would too. I'd run her down too. Yeah. You're not kidding.
What's the worst mishap you've ever dealt with on a set? Because Murphy's Law, whatever could go wrong does go wrong. What was the worst thing that you've had to deal with?
The worst thing I think was. I mean, they're pretty bad, but I mean, the worst one was when I was filming my short film, Mistaken Identity. I had cast there. We had bottles that looked like beer. They're root beer. Had the logo covered up, and they kept on putting the bottle on the bar. It kept on making a tinking, like a clinking sound against the bar because the bar was granite. I'm like. Oh,
that kind of goes with the audio we're talking about a moment ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's something that you don't really think about. You don't when you're
No, you
After
don't.
the fact, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
another.
because you look at it in post, you're like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I could have put like coasters underneath or something to pad it to where that when they put it down, it was fine. And another thing with audio is I found that dead cats work
Dead cats?
really well.
What?
It's called a dead cat.
He doesn't want to mess with the dogs, but he kills the cats. What's
You
this
darn
about?
right. Yeah. God, I hope the ASPCA don't.
Yeah,
come
they're
after
coming
me.
after you.
Oh man, I'm just incriminating
Aaron's in
myself.
trouble. Peter coming knocking. They'll be knocking. You're like, no.
Okay, well I'll give them your address. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, a dead cat is basically, it looks like a dead cat. You put it across the microphone, and when you're running the sound for a boom mic, you obviously have the headphones on, and you can hear the wind going. But when you put it in post, when you run it in post, I can't hear the wind in it.
Kind of like something like this.
Yeah, kind of like that, but it's
Just
fuzzy.
like what is this? A noise? What is a popper? What is this thing called?
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
Microphone
offhand.
popper?
Yeah,
Or?
I think so. Yeah, but it's some.
If it was red, it'd be like I'm a clown. Hi, everybody.
Well, you
Huh?
kind of do look like a clown,
Huh?
so yeah.
Hey, Mark, look at me. Hey, Mark. Hey, I'm a clown. I don't know what they call it, a popper or something, right?
Yeah, I
a
think
noise
so.
guard or
yeah,
some kind
noise
of.
guard or something. Yeah,
But they got one that looks like a dead cat.
Yeah,
it's
they
all
call-
furry and
it's
all.
all furry and
with
gray.
big tail and just kind of sticks.
well, I don't know about a tail, but it comes in different sizes and lengths depending
Yeah.
on the type of microphone you use.
Because I would think like a raccoon would be a good name for one of those things.
You would think because it has great.
Yeah, I think I know what you're
Great
talking about.
color,
That
yeah.
looks like someone's shirt.
It's real
in the
fuzzy
wintertime,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Now you can also use I think they call them blimps or zeppelins. That's also used for wind guarding as well. But I like the dead cats because it's easy to.
Because you're just
manipulate.
satanic in thinking.
Or am I?
I think so. Be careful with this guy. Hey, tell us a little bit about Crazy Rock Films.
Crazy Rock Films, I created that less than a year ago. It is my own film production company.
Where did the name come from?
Name came from.
You know, that's kind of you're reaching for something with that name, right?
The two words crazy and rock.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little bit.
You got to have
definition.
attitude with that.
You got to. You
Yeah.
have to have a little bit of attitude with it and a little bit of edginess because I
Right.
come with that. Crazy rock. The word crazy comes from
Crazy.
because me.
Yeah.
I'm crazy. I like to do crazy different
I've
things.
seen you crazy, yeah.
Yes,
I've seen
I
you on
know.
10. I've seen. I like him now. He's a little bit more subdued. NyQuil does a good thing for his body
Oh yeah.
and my body too. I'm like, oh, he's like, I want to come by for the show. I'm like, oh,
Like, oh, man,
oh.
no.
I hope I can handle it. We're ready for
I
him.
hope there's enough insects in the building to
Yeah.
eat. Yeah. But yeah, crazy is based on, because of my background. I like to do different things, and I consider myself a little bit crazy at times. And rock, because I have a lot of friends out there that, come to me and confide in me with their personal things, and I kind of feel like they're rock in essence. So.
The Rock.
Yeah, like
Oh,
they'll come
okay.
to me and talk to me and confide in me and things like that. Not like Dr. Phil, but no.
What about Maury?
No. Oh,
You'd
God.
be giving paternity tests all the time.
I know, right? I don't want to.
No.
No.
Hey, what made you be a graphic art major?
It stemmed from when I was in high school when I designed a house in architecture. It stemmed from that.
But it was only a ranch style home. That's not much to that, right?
This ranch style home.
I mean,
was
2,000, 20,000 square feet.
20,000 square
That's
foot
nothing, right?
ranch. A ranch house that big.
That's
Pretty good size back in the 80s, 90s. That's pretty
Yeah.
good size. And I took it to an architect. It cost about $5 million to build back then.
yeah.
I couldn't imagine how much it would cost.
What was the
now.
floors made of?
It had all marble and granite flooring in it.
Yeah.
And kind of, I don't want to say gold, but it was gold plated knobs and stuff like that.
I would have rented it from you and put carpeting all over it.
You probably would
Yeah.
have too, yeah.
Wall-to-wall carpeting.
Oh, you would have put
Shag.
You would have put the shag on the walls. Oh,
I like to keep everything quiet.
you like the Austin Powers kind of thing.
Like an Elvis. I'd be like
Elvis.
Elvis. That's how he would
Yes.
do it, right? Is that
Yes.
how his house was?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
I haven't been there, but I would love
Graceland?
to. I'd love to go check it out. He bears my first name, Aaron.
Huh?
His middle name is Aaron.
But it's spelled differently.
Is
There's
it?
one A, I think.
Oh.
That's why
It's still the same.
That's where the whole Elvis is not dead type thing. The little conspiracy started back at.
Yeah.
On his gravestone, it's spelled differently than the way he lived it.
Okay.
And he's also a blonde. Did you know that?
Really?
Mm-hmm. He didn't have black hair. He was a blonde.
Yeah. So
he dyed it.
Dyed it. What?
And put motor oil or something.
Motor
in it,
oil, really? Oh, man, no
tell
wonder.
Tell us about being an actor.
Well,
okay, we got all we got. We can get out of you for a director.
Yeah, you squeeze that.
Started to bore me on that.
Really?
Give me something good about being an actor.
Well, being an actor, you get to do what everyone in the world has dreamed of doing. 10,000 times over.
10,000.
10,000
Yeah.
times. Yes, I'm speaking really well today. Whether you want to fly, you want to hate, you want to do whatever.
Okay.
In front of the camera and do it with no consequences and that sort of thing, and just be bold about it and just go out there and just do it.
Yeah.
Just be out there. Just go out
Tarzan.
there and do it. Yeah. Be fearless.
Yeah.
And that's what was basic. That was what was instilled in me when I went to Black Box. Is, to be an actor, you gotta go out there and be fearless. Whether you're in front of the camera, behind the camera, but be an actor, you're obviously gonna be in front of the camera.
Right.
So that's what excites me, to be in front of the camera and just doing whatever the heck I want to do and be in character.
Now at this mysterious Black Box acting studio, you learned a particular miser technique.
Yes.
So you're a miser.
I'm
You're a miser now, right?
Yes, I was trained
to be a miser.
in Meisner, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was Meisner.
So it's
Miser.
Meisner, Sanford Meisner.
Not
yes.
miser. Not, but you could be a miser, right?
I don't even. What the heck is that? Is that
Miser.
is that like a bug running around the studio or something?
Oh, miser. Kind of.
No.
Huh?
Huh?
You got to Google it.
Well, is it worth a Google?
Oh, you'll be funny. You'll enjoy yourself.
I'll have to Google it.
And you may even use that joke. You give me credit somehow.
I will give you credit.
Yeah.
If I can.
Give it to me. I need it.
Okay, cool. All right.
What's Lights, Camera, Action?
That is a group that was created by my acting buddy, Andre Boyd.
Andre Boyd?
Yes, and it's like a conglomerate of actors, directors, film writers, and cameramen. And then it's just a social networking group that we have on Facebook, and that's really about it. I mean, we post a bunch of stuff up there, but that's hard to explain, really.
Okay, well, the weather's getting warmer.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
The weather's getting warmer.
You got some special projects you're thinking about putting together on Vimeo and YouTube. Tell us about that a little bit.
Well, I came up with a crazy idea of getting into a particular kind of costume and just running around town, just doing whatever I want to do.
Like Captain Caveman, right? What kind of costume?
Like Captain Caveman.
Tarzan.
Or even a pink Spider-Man.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, even a pink Spider-Man in combat boots and shorts.
Well,
who knows?
He's got to have a spot.
Yeah, you got to, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've been known to dress up and in costume and just, go out in public like that, because why not?
As long as you got money for the bail, you're good to go.
Well, that's where I'm going to rely on you for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll post you some of it, but I'm not giving you the whole money. Because you may jump bail.
I'm not going to jump bail.
No, you got me. I heard that there's you have a secret fantasy of being a game show host.
Yes.
What's that about?
Growing up as a kid, whenever I'd get sick as a kid, I would be babysat by my grandparents.
Okay.
And every day at like 9 or 10 o'clock on, I don't know what channel it was, but I think it was channel 2, The Price is Right would come on.
Yeah.
Bob Barker with that nice little skinny microphone. I'm like,
You had some hot chicks with him.
I'm saying, that's the reason why I want to be a game show host.
Right.
I mean, I think it'd be fun.
Drew Carey's not doing it. He's kind of boring. Is it?
He's not. No.
There's no energy there. He's kinda,
No, I don't think so.
I didn't care for him as a comedian, but I don't know.
No, I mean he was good on the Drew Carey show or whatever. But
that fat lady was better.
Which fat lady?
The fat lady with all the makeup on.
Oh,
right. What was her name? Mimi.
Yeah.
She was a star of that show. It should be the Mimi show.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Mimi was good. Yeah.
I would have bought a Mimi doll.
You would
a life-size one?
You would have? What would you do with that, though? Would you interview her?
No, I would cuddle with her. That'd be a fun doll to cuddle with, right?
I guess. I mean, hey, I never thought about that like that.
I mean, it's pretty, I mean, as long as there's holes in it.
Yeah, in the right spots.
I cuddle afterwards, yeah.
Yeah?
Right.
But would you have to inflate, though?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You tell us about your website.
Well, my website is my actor's website. It's AaronLH75.wixsite.com/Aaron-Hawkins. That's where you can reach me, or you can reach me at Aaron L. Hawkins, which is my Facebook page, or my personal page, Aaron Hawkins, on Facebook. And you can reach me out on Instagram and what is it? What's the other one with the bird that flies? What is that?
Twitter?
That's Twitter, yes. You can reach
tweet?
me on the tweets.
You can be tweeting?
You can tweet with me out there.
Yeah, like Rockin' Robin. Tweet.
Yeah, like Rockin' Robin, but I don't sing very well. So.
No, you should.
Well, I could try.
Yeah,
I'm not right now.
No, don't start it now.
No, God.
Okay, no. All right.
No,
and for more information and something you might want to try is TVHams.com, the official website of the Gentleman Grochowski Show. You can go to Facebook and like the Gentleman Grochowski Show fan page, and you can go to YouTube and watch any episode. You can even watch the full episode right here with this guy, you know? Anything can happen. And I also tweet, but you got to figure out how to get to that because I'm kind of confused. And the whole tweet, the whole at and all that bothers me, stuff like that.
It's a Gentleman Grochowski Show. Everybody, don't you know? It's a Gentleman Grochowski Show. Everybody, don't you know? It's a Gentleman Grochowski Show. Everybody, don't you know? It's a Gentleman Grochowski Show.